Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead Prepping and Survival. Well, as you can see, I got some feed to put into the barrels. And I let all of them run except for that oldest teenage rooster that keeps flying out. He was a pain on that third time yesterday to get back in there. So all of them get to run and scratch a little while before dark today. Except for him. So once all the others are trying to go up on the roost, I'll open that door and then he'll want to get up on the roost. You know, or they will. So we're going to try it because he's been a pain in the butt trying to get back in there and get out all the time. But either way, I got to get busy and get all this feed put in those cans. I hope it fits. I might have bought too much. But I'll get back with you when I'm done. Alright guys, I'll show you these big 34 liter or whatever can will hold 3.5 to 3 3/4 bags. This little one, I put 2 in, so it'll take another quarter. So that would give me 6 total for those two, but they're about. Already had bag and a half in here, and this one's full as well. I put 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I put 2.5 in here, 3.5 in there, and 2 in there. So 8 bags, that's 300 pounds of feed. Already had about 75 to 100 pounds. So no, it's probably closer to 75, between 50 and 75, because I put 2 bags in there last week. So I go through about 50 pounds a week, running 28 chickens, and some of them are easily ready to be butchered, but all the young hens have not started laying regular yet, and I'm not going to butcher my older ones until I'm getting a good steady supply from all the young hens. So I looked when I let them out a while ago. Looks like I got 1 from the adults today, and I only saw 1, but I got to go in that last pen and look. Maybe 2 in there, but I got 3 yesterday, so hopefully there's more than 1, and I got 3 out of the first pen. So, you know, at $3 a dozen, you need to sell about 5 dozen a week to pay for that 50-pound bag. And it's pretty close to what I'm getting. And I'm not in full laying cycle yet as far as for all the hens. So I'm pretty much breaking even as far as selling eggs, the extra eggs that I get, versus buying feed. So, you know, you're not making money on it, but I will, considering these chickens are growing and getting the right size to butcher and put in the freezer so you can eat the chicken. So considering I sell enough eggs to pay for the feed, I'm really getting the chicken for free overall. Of course, you've got to get them to that 5, 6, 7 month age, around 6 months, before they're laying good. So you're feeding them for all that time with no return. So I can't say you're actually getting it for free, but once they're laying, they're paying for themselves. So it works out in the end. I would be happy if I had another 30 chickens that were, you know, 2 to 3 months away from laying, so that I could butcher all of these when those start laying. But, you know, I'm not that big of an operation. But anyway, I just thought I'd show y'all. This is a prep item. You don't want to run out of feed. And I let my cans get very, very low, down to that, you know, 50, 75 pounds. And of course, I can run and go grab one right now. But, you know, if it gets to where you can't get the feed, I get a little bit better price by buying a larger quantity. It's about 75 cents to $1 cheaper per bag for me to get 8 or 10 bags at the time versus, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 at the time. So anyway, just something to keep in mind. The chickens are pretty easy to take care of. You just keep them plenty of fresh water, keep them in feed. And, you know, if I didn't go to work so early in the morning, I wouldn't even hang feeders in their chicken pen. I would let them out the scratch. I'd come down and throw feed down to feed them in the morning, and then I'd throw feed down to feed them in the evening. And they'll be fine with that, but they will grow a lot slower. It takes longer to get them to full size to butcher in that size. So anyway, just kind of keep that in mind. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off here. This is just gonna be a little short video for y'all, and I do appreciate all the subscribers, the new and the old, of course. But thank y'all very much. We're almost to 300. I think last time I looked, it was at 297, and that's awesome. I'm looking forward to when we get on up there at 4,000 or 5,000. That way we know we can share what little knowledge we have with each other and help other people as well as learn from other people. So that's what it's all about. Y'all remember the two things I always tell you. Jesus loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.